Man, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tyrone, 100 ahead, 100 back in the building one more again. Coming at you with another one. You see the title, I'm not gonna hold you. You know the motto. This is the driving edition. So today we're gonna be talking about the passing of THF, TP. May he rest in peace. And let's get into it. So, if y'all don't know, and for those of y'all already know, word happened that THF TP got gunned down the other day in Chicago in front of his girl and his kids. The video was posted on the internet, just a brief snippet of what was going on, and what it looks like is he was coming, out of an establishment, out of a restaurant with his girl and two kids, and as he walking, two gunmen jumped out of a car. They ran down on him, shot him. And then they stood over him, and you could hear the kids in the background running away, fearful for their lives. Very, very tragic, situation. Different bloggers have reported on it, giving their take. Some of the information that's out there said that, there was some individuals that was watching him while he was in a restaurant eating, and as he exited, the restaurant or the establishment, wherever he was, two individuals ran up on him. So it kind of seems like somebody spotted him, and they spotted him. So, soon as he left up out of the establishment that he was in, they ran down and they did that to him. It's a tragic and a sad situation. And not to say that any death is good, or there's a right or wrong way, to kill anybody. But, I have to say that given the circumstances, given the fact that it's clear that they wanted him done and they wanted him out of there, and he was with his girl and his kids, that they spared their lives. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, women and children don't have nothing to do with the war that's going on out there, not only in Chicago, but in the world in general, so, and it's not to say that every situation where there's, beef, there's drama, where there's going to be killing involved, that the scenario is going to play out the same. For those individuals, they made a decision, they decided, that pretty much they was gonna spare the woman and the children. So, we're thankful for that, but it still doesn't take away the fact that this man tragically died in front of his kids. So again, rest in peace to that man, and may his kids, whether they were his kids or his stepkids or his lady's kids, I don't know that part of the story, so I'm not going to speak on it. So what I would say is, whoever those kids were, they should not have had to witness a tragic incident like this unfold in front of their eyes, because it could be something that could very well mess with them for the rest of their lives. And that's not the life to live. Now, whoever took it upon themselves, to kill a young man, they had their reasons, and we have to take those reasons into consideration. However, this is one of the things that you individuals who are part of a gang, who part of an organization, who have ops, who's out there drilling, going back and forth, killing people, let this situation sink in your head, and that this is how it plays out when there's really beef, there's really drama, there's really ops. And you got a lot of people who be on the internet and they be showing their guns and they be in the video showing their guns and they be going live, showing their guns, talking about what they gonna do to the ops. Well, this is a clear situation here that even if this man had 3 guns on him, 4 guns on him, when somebody got the ups on you, it's nothing that you can do, And the element of surprise is always gonna be in favor of the hunter, the one that's on the hunt. So y'all got to keep that in mind. It don't matter how tough you are. It don't matter how real you are. If somebody got the ups on you, if somebody got the drops on you, it don't matter what kind of gun, you have. You out of there, right? Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and share the video if you like the information. And make sure you stay tuned to the end because now it's about to get spicy. So... at the end of the day, we trying to find out what's really good. And what that means, we trying to find out what's really good. What really good with this situation? Now, there's a lot of speculation. And as we know, there's a lot of different ways to look at a story. Now, my particular take on this situation, some people been saying that THFTP got killed as a result of him making a diss song against Lil Mark, 051 Lil Mark, from 10, 11, 12 years ago. That could very well be the case. That could very well be the case. But I just personally don't think that it took them 12 years, to get up with him. And if it was because of that diss song, and, they felt that way where they really wanted to get back at that boy, it wouldn't have took all of this time because he's still been in Iraq. He's still been in Chirac, as well as there's other THF members, that's in Iraq. And, if they wanted to get back, they would have been got their get back. Whoa. They would have been got their get back. Fast forward to a couple of months back when 051 Kiddo came home. Following 051 Kiddo coming home, who came home after him? Tay Savage. What's the significance of 051 Kiddo and Tay Savage coming home? What's the significance? Didn't we hear that not too long after Tay Savage came home? Because him and 051 Kiddo was beefing back and forth. Didn't we hear that Tay Savage and Little Reese manager got killed? Did we forget about that? Did we forget about that after Tay Savage and Lil Reese manager got killed, that somebody from 051 got killed? And that there was a little back and forth because 051 and Tay Savage, they've been going back and forth. Now, Tay Savage is clicked up with O Block. He's clicked up with THF, so you got to kind of look at things a little bit deeper. They've been having a beef going back and forth. And it's like there's no one way to view this situation. There's going to be speculation because the people that know are the people that was involved in the situation. But look at 051 Kiddo, who made a video making fun of THFTP getting murdered. Now, 051 Kiddo, a couple of days later, got caught with a gun, and now he's sitting in, Cook County Jail with no bond because he just came home from doing a bid. So it's no telling if he was still on parole supervision, if he was still on paper. But irregardless to what, it's like 051 Kiddo only been out here for a couple of months. And because he was dissing THFTP, and he called himself, being one of those who's outside. Well, he was outside and he had to keep it on him. And of course, because of the rumors, because of the speculation, and because of everything that's being said and done back and forth on the internet, you had to know that Chicago PD was going to be in the area, because they was going to be looking for or expecting a retaliation, or trying to snatch somebody up from either side to try to get some information as to what may have potentially happened. So that's why 051 Kiddo got snatched up. And this is why they clowning 051 Kiddo on the net right now and calling him a big goofy, because they saying all he been doing is woofing since he been out here. He didn't do nothing to elevate, himself as an individual, to elevate 051, to do nothing for his hood or his community, but woof online. And him woofing online now, it seems like, he had to have it on him. In the event it was going to be a retaliation, and once he had it on him, the first thing he do is get locked up. And these are the consequences of dissing, of having Opps, and ultimately of the war in Chicago. It's always gonna affect, so many different people. And this is why they say the war in Chirac is never gonna stop, it's never gonna end. Because there's so much, back and forth, going back and forth. So what I want is, man, let me know what y'all think of this situation. Do you think the death of THFTP was in retaliation for him dissing Lil Mark? Do you think his death was a result of the war sparking back up after 051 Kiddo and Tay Savage came home? What do y'all think about how he was killed in front of those kids? Do y'all, what do y'all think about that? I mean, this is what's going on in real life, and it's ugly out there. So y'all enjoy y'all Saturday and keep your head on a swivel. But sometimes keeping your head on a swivel don't mean nothing if somebody could get up on you before your head turn. But yeah, man, it's your boy Tyrone Hunter, the Head Hunter, checking in with another episode of What's Really Good Entertainment. I just give you the information. You do what you want to do with it, because at the end of the day, we just both trying to find out what's really good, man. So y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. Again, rest in peace to THFTP, and may, his family get through this tragedy, and the war in Chirac hopefully end sometime soon. But we know that's just wishful thinking, So we just gonna continue to pray for Chicago and hope they find a better way to deal with and address their problems and issues. But man, I'm out of here. On to the next one. Tyrone Hunter, the Head Hunter.